Just get a bit up close. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I have jumped on and done a tutorial. I wanted to create that trend that there's a lot of like freckles and the skin kind of looks like spa skin, but there's definitely makeup on. And I also just want to show you some products that I highly recommend at the moment that I've been using for a little while, especially when it comes to like skincare and stuff like that. Also, sorry, but do you not think that my hair has grown? Like quite a lot in a short space of time. I feel like my hair's had a growth spurt, but there is a product that I've been using that I have genuinely put it down to, because before that I wasn't seeing much of a difference. It felt like it was kind of stagnant. I don't know if like you feel the same way. You just feel like your hair's growing to a certain level and then it kind of stops. But I have found that with this product, it has really helped. So I'm definitely going to share that with you guys too. And I will obviously link it as well below. First things first, let's get some moisturizer on. So how have you all been? Have you guys got any holidays coming up? What's been going on? Let's talk about skincare. So, and you can tell, I am not kidding when I say I have been really enjoying this. This is, I think I shared it before in another video, but I don't know if I went into detail about it. This is by Tata Harper, and it was somebody that I've worked closely with before who works with the brand. She does the PR for them, and she was like, just try the skincare brand. And I've been using it, like I said, for probably like 2 months plus. It's an Action Anti-Age Intensive Serum. So I use this every day. Do I use this twice a day? Yeah. So I use this morning and evening, and I use this just before my moisturizer. Thing is, like, I'm not really someone who overdoes it with skincare. I literally use like a couple things and I'm done. But that's because previously, where I've tried to do all these steps, it's my skin's reacted to it. So I just have to strip it back and kind of like be a little bit basic when it comes to moisturizers and prepping my skin. Highly recommend. Such a beautiful product. Feel really hydrating, such a nice serum, not sticky, and doesn't feel like it's clogging your pores whatsoever. Moisturizer wise, I have been using this for a while. You've probably seen it in a previous video. This is Dr. Sam's Flawless Moisturizer Intense. Again, I've been loving this, and this is a moisturizer to repair the skin barrier. So it just feels so nice on the skin. One, it's quite cooling. Two, it again doesn't feel like thick and icky and like you need 3 hours for your skin to actually suck it in. So yeah, just loving these two products. I'm just keeping it really simple. How cute are these? These are actually 2 little hair clips. They sent me the sweetest PR package. I actually wasn't expecting it at all. So when I got it, I was very chuffed, because we can't really deny like getting a PR package from Dior. I mean, I'm not biased, but like you're gonna be like buzzing. I'll be using some of the stuff that they sent me today, because it was for the lip balms, the blush sticks and the blushes, the powder blushes that go with the blush sticks. So yeah, like I said, this is a very like spa like skin, and I have been basically doing this routine nearly every day. But I'm gonna go in with the Summer Fridays, so it's a bit messy. It's just in my makeup kit. I absolutely love this. I have previously said before, it is definitely a little bit lighter, but I like to kind of match to my body. So I am gonna pop a bit of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Natural Dewy. Now this is incredible. I heard that this is like people have gone crazy for this since it launched. It's I think it's one of their newest launches, but it's a really beautiful color. I really like the shade range of that. And when I mix these together, I really notice like how nice it looks on the skin. I'm just popping, I don't tend to use this every day, but it's really good for watering down any of your products if you want to make it look more natural. So this is the Rhode Glazing Milk. Kind of just go in with a brush, mix that all together. Now, where I don't want a lot on my skin, I just buffer it in And it really does just look so natural. It looks like a second skin. And I'm not gonna like place this under my eyes or anything like that, because we are gonna go in with a concealer that I've been absolutely loving. Can you see how like natural that looks on the skin? And then I'm just gonna use the rest just to kind of blend into my forehead. Honestly, it's just, do you know what? It kind of just like neutralizes any redness. It kind of blurs any marks that you may have on your skin, but yet it looks really natural and can look like you haven't put anything on. I feel like it's the perfect combination for that spa skin. Another product that I have really seen people going crazy about is this Lancome Serum Concealer. So I actually went to Paris and I went to Sephora. I thought I'd grab it. Obviously you can get this anywhere. I just wanted to see what people were saying about it. So it's a natural skin glow serum concealer. It is honestly so natural, guys, but this is like ideal for every day. I have been loving it. Even sometimes what I've been doing is I've just been using this on my whole base. So I've been applying it around my jaw. I've been using it in the areas that, you know, you'd usually cover with concealer, and then using a cream bronzer, and it genuinely just looks really beautiful. It is very lightweight, so if you're someone that likes a heavy concealer, this is not going to be for you. But if you're someone who, again, likes spa-like skin, because I do feel if you have a heavy concealer, it kind of defeats the object of that skin. It does make it look heavier straight away. So this is Serum Concealer 335W. So I've gone for a warm undertone, and the guy at Sephora, we basically, I feel like we've got the colour exactly at the same time. So shows me he's very good at colour matching. I'm just going to push that in with a beauty blender. And you can see that kind of just it kind of disappears. It's just a very, very lightweight concealer. But definitely for me, I've really been enjoying it. Right, I am going to try this again on camera, but I'm not sure if I like this, and I might try it in a different way. I picked this up from Sephora, and it's the by Mario, because we can't get this in the UK. It's the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I heard so much about it, and I love, like, you know what I'm like, I just love trying products. But when I did try this, I'm not gonna lie, I was actually quite disappointed. It lifted all my makeup, and I told you I had the same thing with the Rare Beauty cream contours, which they brought out. I'm going to try it now. I don't know why I'm trying it when I'm going on a video to recommend products. But anyway, we can just try again, because at least if it doesn't work, we can see it doesn't work together. But this is, yeah, I'm going to try this with the back of a beauty blender and maybe just pick it up in that way and dab it on. It might actually work better. Maybe a brush just picks up the product. But I feel like it doesn't sit. We'll keep going. I really actually want it to work, because I've just seen so much about it. If it works like this, I'd be quite happy. Let me see it in a... Can you see that though? That like it leaves, it's almost lifted. Let me try and go over that and see, because it's such a beautiful colour. Actually, I think that might be okay. Let's do it on the forehead as well. Sometimes some products just work better with different tools, so I try not to write them off. I'm just gonna try. That actually has worked so much better. You can still see a tiny bit of like where there isn't any product, but so it is a lot better than the first time I tried. Let's see on this side. What I really like is it does look so natural again, and that is the vibe we're going for. So it's very, very naturally contoured my face there. Just gonna go in on the other side where I've got the concealer and just blend that out. Brush that into the hairline. Do you know what? I actually think that that's worked quite nice. Next, we're going to go in with the Dior blush sticks. Now, like I said, they sent me these. So I've got the candy here and I've got the cherry. Cherry is very bright. Candy is more of a muted peach. So that's candy. Candy. And then this one's cherry. I'm trying to think, if we're going for that like spa skin, then naturally you're going to look a bit like flustered and hot. But what I might do is I might go more cherry higher up because I don't want it to be too like red in the center of my cheeks, and then I might pop a teeny bit of the candy. But look how stunning this packaging is. It is just so nice, and I've actually been using these and they really do blend out so beautifully. Really nice product. I actually don't know the price difference between the Charlotte Tilbury and the Dior, but I wouldn't know how to choose from either because actually they're both really nice. So do you know what? That might actually be enough because I have like pushed that into the center and it looks like flushed. I like that. I like it so much, I might actually put a bit more, just higher. I actually saw somebody, which was actually really nice. So they ended up putting the blush where you'd get a bit sunburnt. So even at like the top of your forehead, which I think looked really nice. And I'm going to put a tiny bit on my eyelids. Keep it all pretty cohesive. Nice. That looks nice, actually. Really nice on the eyelids. And again, just a little bit. It just warms it up. And we'll put a bit on the top of the forehead. I'm now going to go in with the Dior. This is the Forever Glow Maximizer. Oh, what a product. So I'm going to smile. And I'm just going to pop that on the apples of my cheek. Nose. Nose. It's such a pretty colour. It works so well with a peachy look because it is like a peach. I'm just going to grab the Beauty Blender and using the back of it really lightly, just get that into the skin. Because again, it kind of makes it look more spa, more glowy. So we're going to go in with a bit of powder. I'm actually just going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. Now, this is because it isn't too matte looking. It kind of just like makes it look really flawless, as it says. and not too wet, because we still want it to be wearable. I mean, this is going to be like a great routine for anyone that has dry skin. I'm actually loving this technique at the moment. I literally just draw like a tiny little line. I'm just going to go in with the Refy. Brush these up a bit, but nothing too intense. Yeah. It just coats them with a bit of colour, but it also holds them in place. Not in a scary way. I'm not really into like the scary laminated frozen brow. I feel like it's quite like harsh for your brows to pull on your hair so intensely. It can't really be good. And let's go in with a bit of bronze. So just over the skin enhancer, I'm just gonna go, I'm not bringing that too into the cheek actually. I'm literally just gonna keep that near the ear just to warm that up and give a little bit more of a contour. And then the forehead. Nice. This is the powder version of the blusher that I used. So obviously I went for cherry, but I'm actually gonna go for, this is candy powder. They're very pigmented, so I actually think that cherry would probably be too intense for me, because you'll see now how much that will kind of make that blush that we have under pop. Yeah. That is such a pretty colour. I feel like that combination's really nice. Now for the freckle part. So I actually saw someone do this and they used the Huda Beauty lip stains because they said it stains. So I'm going to do this with you for the first time. And yeah, hope for the best. I'm using, oh, that is big. But you gotta go small and move quite quick because obviously it's a stain. But this is more so like for those who actually want the freckles to show. It's quite cute actually. But I don't know if I'd rather like put it on something curvy grip or just to make it not look so big. Maybe it's my my hand, I might be using it heavily. But I quite like it. You can do this as big or small as you want. It is preference. I mean, I'm not going to do any more because I think that that is enough. And it does look like I have freckles on. So for my lips, I'm going to use the toasty brown. So I used warm brown on my freckles. And for my lips, I'm just going to use toasty because I love this one so much. I don't even want to waste it on my freckles. Look how much they really do contour your lips. I actually had a bit of balm on my lips, so it did help with the blending because whereas, like, honestly, they set so quick. If your lips are dry and you put them on, it's like not moving. And then I'm gonna go in with, just to kind of bring the cheeks all together, I'm gonna go in with the Benefit, and this is the moisturizing matte lip tint, so it does leave a tint on your lips, and I like that it's matte because it kind of looks like a blur. It blurs your lips. These are so underrated. I'm going to put a bit of mascara on my lower lashes. Just to balance it out. Because I've got individuals on the top, I don't want to leave the bottom looking like too empty, otherwise it just kind of feels unbalanced. Last thing, let's give these a little brush. It makes them, honestly, you have to brush your lashes. It makes them look so much fluffier. Let's get these out. So that's the finished look, guys. Sparse skin, freckly, sun-kissed, like you have literally just had a little sweat, which I think is kind of perfect for summer now, and anyone that doesn't like wearing a lot of makeup, and especially if you have dry skin. I will list everything below. Thank you so much for your support as always. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn your notifications on. Sending you loads of love, guys. Mwah.